Oh my. So many fights.
Druids are feeding the storm. Disrupt the... That's better. Now it's a fair fight. Victory is ours, friend. But we shouldn't linger too long. We need a solid plan. Well fought, friend. If you're here, Lady Arabelle must be nearby. Now what does she have up her sleeve? If I've learned anything in my long association with Lady Arabelle, it's that she always has a plan in the works.
Lady Arabelle wants me to get you and the others to Memorial Hall.
Ah, yes. The protected hall. I thought Lady Arabelle's arrangements were overly cautious. Events, however, reveal the wisdom of her actions. As much as I dislike hiding, we must deny our enemies an easy victory. Do you have an invitation medallion?
I do. Lady Arabelle gave me hers.
Then we should make use of the defenses she prepared. I'm sure she plans to launch a counterattack, just like she did during Rance's siege of Wayrest. Why, she... never mind. A tale for another time. The door to the hall is on the south wall.
You talk to High King Emmerich so easily. Have you ever read some of his writing?
The hall.
He's actually
Use
a
your
very
medallion.
talented
It's the
author.
only way past the wards. As much as this galls us, this is the prudent course. The Ascendant Order can't reach it.
You think yourselves safe? I will bring this castle down on top of you.
The wards are breached. To arms.
Oops.
Hiding in your hole. This shall be your tomb.
He's trying to topple the castle.
I've just about had it with this Ascendant Magus. To the courtyard. Friend, join me.
Down here, okay. Oh my god.
Leaders of the Veiled Alliance, prepare to fall to the Ascendant Order!
I'm pressing the buttons, but nothing happens. Oh my god, I'm dead.
Get up! We need you in the fight!
It's not that easy, you know.
Three thrones topple this day.
I can attack. Why I can attack? No.
I call upon the strength of the mountain.
Oh my god, that was a big fight.
His minions scattered. Cowards!
We cut down the Magus, but the Lord is still out there somewhere.
The Magus has fallen. We will deliver the same fate to his lord.
Our friend here made this victory possible.
Indeed. They got us to work together. Amazing. Now let's go find Lady Arabelle.
My first lessons as a squire were how to maintain gear. Brings me back.
Can I speak? Yep.
I'm proud to fight at your side, friend.
Oh my god, that
The
was a
Ascendant
big fight.
Order made a mistake when they picked a fight with the two of us.
We will face this enemy together.
Well struck, my friend. The Magus has fallen. What say we head outside and meet up with Lady Arabelle? I imagine she's rather worried about me.
Yeah, let's go. Why my quest is? The quest marker is messing with me.
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Order's retreat? I admit I feared all was lost, as more of those rogue knights pressed onto shore. Then the castle's siege weapons unloaded on their ships, and the dark storm suddenly abated. Tell me, what actually happened in Memorial Hall?
The leaders and I defeated the Ascendant Magus. We used the siege weapons and stopped the storm.
I knew you were special the moment I saw you, my dear. The Ascendant Magus hoped to topple thrones, yet instead his threat brought the Alliance leaders together. And you showed them peace is worth fighting for. Take this with my deepest thanks.
We get a purple staff. Inferno.
Nothing about this peace conference has gone as planned. But the Ascendant Order might have given us something we didn't have before. A reason for the Alliance leaders to cooperate. Can I ask one more favor of you, dear?
What do you need me to do?
Lord Bacaro needs to hear about our victory at All Flags. He can
I'm
start
Grand
mustering a
Adventurer.
counterforce, at least for now. Thanks to you, Count Damar's plan to decapitate the Alliances has failed. The leaders are safe and back to their usual bickering.
What about the Ascendant Lord? Isn't he still a threat?
I suspect Count Demard's defeat cost the Ascendant Order most of their strength. It will take time for them to recover, which gives us a chance to salvage the peace talks. Bring the news to Lord Bacaro, then meet me back at Mandrake Manor.
I'll go speak with Lord Bacaro.
Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news.
What happens to the delegates now?
While the conference site is repaired, I'll secure them in Gonfalon Bay. The captains in Koska can watch over the Royals and Valencia, and we'll have time to send for a new Fighters Guild delegate. I'm surprised this turned out as well as it did.
Didn't you think we were going to defeat the Ascendant Order at All Flags East Islet?
That's a difficult question. I knew we had to try. Actually, I'm a bit embarrassed. Lord Bacaro trusted me to protect the conference, and I let him down. The Ascendant Order was one step ahead of me all along. I've never failed like this before.
Why do you think you failed?
I didn't notice how powerful the Ascendant Order had become, and I should have sniffed out Count Demard's treachery. The clues were there. Wealth, grievances, arcane skill. Thanks to you, we salvaged the situation. And I can learn from my mistakes.
What happened to the Ascendant Order ships?
Like Prince Ernskar, I had Captain Suzo commandeer a siege engine. That sent a few of their ships to the bottom. Then when the shaking stopped and the storm clouds parted, the remaining vessels fled. After you defeated the Magus, I suppose.
Did any of Lord Bacaro's reinforcements ever reach All Flags Islet?
No, but I'm not surprised. He and the Steadfast don't have a standing army. I imagine he's still at his manor sending missives across High Isle in an attempt to recruit knights willing to aid us. Go tell him he can stop. The threat is over for now.
Surely we're done now. I could use a drink and a meal.
Must have been tough getting captured by convicts on Amanos.
Good point, Iran. But do remember, he's only a prince.
Raise a hand if you care what the High King thinks.
Thank you, Sarji.
Zaji cares. Can we go home now?
Wrong royal, Zaji. We're with the Queen, remember? Now where did we leave that scow we stole? What? Did no one tie up the ship before we ran into battle?
Drake, look at you. The hero of the day. And you've brought me along as part of the tale. Thank you, my friend, for everything.
Despite everything that happened, we're alive and well. Perhaps Lord Bacaro's dream of peace isn't dead after all. I came here to be polite, but now, who knows?
What will you do now, Queen Irene?
Await word from Lord Bacaro, I imagine. I came all this way and endured much. It would be a shame to just walk away now. I must send word back to my court. Assure them that I am alive and well. After that, we shall see.
Do you still plan to participate in the peace talks?
For now. Provided Emmerich and Yoran's cub agree to remain. We were able to put aside our differences and deal with the Ascendant Magus. Perhaps that indicates a measure of hope for peace, after all.
You know, Queen Irene seems like the kind of person I'd like to get an ale with.
My father won't believe half of what I tell him happened here. Sure as bones. I hardly believe it myself. I say enough fighting and talking for today. We should celebrate our victory.
What happens next, Prince Irnskar?
Next? What makes you think I know? My father's instructions didn't cover anything like this. I'm just happy to still be alive and not dead on the battlements or roasting in the belly of a lava beast.
Do you think the peace talks will continue?
We just escaped death, and you're asking me about politics? I suppose I should get used to it, but not without a great deal of mead. I think I understand why the Skull King drinks so much now. If the other leaders agree, I will stay to talk.
What now, I wonder? Do Irene, Ernskar, and I remain here? Do we leave to resume our royal duties? If I get a choice, I'd rather avoid returning to that torture device they call my throne for as long as reasonably possible.
What will you do now, Your Majesty?
I'm not quite certain. Lord Baccaro's plans are in disarray. We were stranded on Amanos and assaulted in his supposedly secure facility. Makes one wonder if all this talk of peace is actually worth the effort.
Do you think the peace talks will still take place?
Ending a war is a complicated business. If the others agree to remain, I don't see how I can get out of it. If nothing else, this little adventure has proven that we can work together when the need arises. And it was a memorable battle. Truly.
It fills my heart with pride to know the High King knows something of our deeds.
It's another player.
Lord Baccaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news.
The Alliance leaders are safe, and the remainder of the Ascendant Order's forces are in retreat. Your work, I assume? Thanks to you, the rulers of Tamriel are alive, and there is still hope for peace.
Well, that turned out better than I expected. I'm glad it's over. It is over, right? I'm not sure I have another fight in me. At least not today.
At least not today, Captain Kylene.
High King Emmerich looks no worse for wear. In fact, he seems rather happy. You're doing, my friend? Know that you impressed me throughout this long ordeal, and it was good to fight alongside my fellow captains instead of against them. Very good.
We all fought well today against unfathomable odds. The enemies of peace have retreated back into the shadows, thanks to our efforts. And thanks to you.
Okay. We spoke with everyone. Now let's check that staff. Infernal staff. Flame damage. Definitely I'm going to use that. Main hand backup. Flame damage and just increase experience. I will use this one. Okay. A chance for peace. That's the last quest from the main story. Where is the manor? In the city, right? Or maybe not. Oh, it's up there. Okay. A chance for peace.
Ah, Lady Arabelle's associate. What news do you bring me? I've been sending messengers throughout the countryside, but so far I've only managed to gather a handful of knights. I was about to send them the order to head out when I saw you approaching. Does this mean you have news from Lady Arabelle?
Yes, the delegates are safe, the Ascendant Magus is dead, and All Flags Castle is secure.
That's excellent news. My congratulations to you and Lady Arabelle. I'll still send the knights, but now their orders will be to shore up the castle's defenses, not rush into a war. But pray tell, where are the delegates now?
Lady Arabelle has secured them in Gonfalon Bay.
Of course. All Flags Castle must be half in ruins after what I can only imagine was a fierce and costly battle. I'll get with Lady Arabelle, and we'll thank the delegates for their patience. I do believe another celebration is in order, though.
What sort of celebration?
Don't be modest, friend. From what I already know of your exploits, I can only imagine the heroics you demonstrated at All Flags Castle. Inform Lady Arabelle. We'll gather at Gonfalon Palace to celebrate your courage and the safety of the delegates.
I'll tell Lady Arabelle about your plans.
How often does someone get to save 3 realms in the same day? Your actions are an inspiration. I wonder, though, did the Ascendant Magus inadvertently help us by attacking the royals? We shall see. Go, tell Arabelle. She'll make the arrangements.
High King Emeric, Queen Irene, and Prince Irnskar fought together against the Ascendant Magus.
Did they now? I can't wait to hear the entire story. I am surprised they didn't make use of the wards protecting Memorial Hall, though. We prepared the site to keep the delegates safe throughout the peace talks.
The Ascendant Magus magic broke through the wards. He almost toppled the entire castle.
Yes, I saw his power firsthand at Castle Navir. And Valencia explained that he somehow drew power from the volcanic vents that permeate the islands. A reckless use of magic, with little regard for consequences. Where did he learn that, I wonder?
The Ascendant Magus was Count Damar de Fort.
Damar de Fort? Astonishing! Yep. I was certain the Magus was going to turn out to be one of the Monards. Tell me, what of this mysterious Ascendant Lord you encountered beneath Castle Navir? Did you learn anything about him?
He ordered the Magus to attack All Flags Islet, but we never saw him at the castle.
Cowards like that let others do the fighting for them. I imagine he's in hiding, fearing exposure and seeking a way to rebuild his forces. I suspect the Lord will remain in the shadows for now. Stay vigilant. Inform me if you learn anything more.
Okay. Now let's run back in the city. And you are?
You look like you had a rough expedition.
Oh, it's Undaunted, okay.
Welcome, my dear. What news do you bring from Steadfast Manor? Were you able to meet with Lord Baccaro, dear? What did he say when you told him about our victory?
Lord Baccaro wants to hold a celebration at Gunfallow Palace. He wants you to make the arrangements.
An excellent idea. Lord Baccaro knows it's vital to bring the delegates back to the table. After recent events, their faith in diplomacy might well be suspect. But a party, that's something they can all agree on. Can I impose on you again, dear?
What do you need me to do?
Tell the delegates Lord Baccaro dearly hopes they can attend a gathering at Gonfalon Palace. If anyone hesitates, use your charms to convince them to join us. Meanwhile, I'll throw something together. Meet me at Gonfalon Palace when you're done.
Where can I find the Alliance leaders?
Royals, no concern for their own safety. They each went off in search of a diversion. High King Emmerich to the temple, Queen Irene to stroll the harbor, and Prince Ernscar to the inn. I asked the Sisters' Guard to keep an eye on them, discreetly.
How will you get Gonfalon Palace ready for a celebration so quickly?
Leave that to me, dear. I'll send Jakan to round up our 3 brave captains and put them to work. It'll be all hands on deck, as it were, but I think we can manage. You just make sure the Alliance leaders attend the party.
Do you think any of the Alliance leaders will refuse the invitation?
These royals are a stubborn lot, or hadn't you noticed? I can never predict what they will do from one moment to the next. Remind them these peace talks are imperative. If that doesn't work, tell them the other 2 accepted your invitation.
You want me to lie to the Alliance leaders?
Sometimes a few untruths are required to grease the wheels of diplomacy. The royals will see right through the ruse, of course, but they'll play along. All they need is a reason to believe that this isn't a waste of their time.